So it's been a fun couple days celebrating the Lions win over Green Bay and celebrating the Lions playoff win. Of course, like we all mentioned, the job's not done yet. And even despite that, enjoying Packer fans being completely broken by the Lions franchise. We still got two other Detroit teams that played this week. While the Pistons had their growing pains but capped it off with a pretty good win to end it off. The Waynes, well, yeah, less said about it, the better. But let's take a look at how the Pistons and Waynes fared this week for this Detroit sports recap.
Detroit basketball!
So starting off with the Pistons this week, well, the Pistons, it was another rough week for this young Pistons team. They had to face some pretty good teams this week. They faced Milwaukee and got completely blown out. As, yeah, they still couldn't find a way to stop big Giannis Antetokounmpo. And with the Pistons' loss to the Bucks, the Pistons were officially eliminated from contention in that NBA Cup. Because, oh yeah, I keep forgetting that NBA in-season tournament thing still exists. Mainly to recoup funds from the China boycott. Well, maybe for now. Since the NBA is officially trying to refix that relationship with China. Since apparently that relationship's now been saved. But NBA will keep the gimmicks like the play-in tournament and the in-season tournament going on because reasons and money. Pretty much try to be driven by money like the NFL. But honestly, who gives a fuck about the in-season tournament thing? That thing means fucking nothing. It's fucking meaningless. We all know the main thing that really means anything is the NBA Larry O'Brien trophy at the end of the season. Fuck that in-season tournament. It'll probably be like LeBron winning against the Lakers and LeBron sexuals can keep circle jerking each other over it. For fuck's sakes, they literally did last year when the Lakers really hung a banner for it. It's like, seriously, you circle jerking each other over an in-season tournament? You guys are pathetic. But the Pistons were kind of pathetic against the Bucks, and then they tried their best against the Celtics, but just the Celtics were just too much for the Pistons to hold off defensively. Just they could not keep up with the Celtics offense. But the Pistons were able to bounce back Saturday night by getting a big win against the Knicks. As the Pistons still keep their hopes alive to possibly make the playoffs on a play-in tournament. As now the Pistons sit at 10-15, still alive in that play-in battle. As yeah, the battle continues on. We're now 25 games down. You know, still a long ways to go, but the Pistons have shown some very promising signs. You know, a lot of promising signs. Just this team needs to learn how to finish some games. But at least the one positive that come out of Knicks win is Cade Cunningham getting his 5th triple-double of the season. As, yeah, Cade Cunningham now at 5 triple-doubles. That's like the 5th most, the 3rd most by a player in Pistons franchise history. And that's the 3rd most by a player in the NBA this season. The only 2 players that have more triple-doubles than Cade Cunningham are Nikola Jokic and LeBron James. And honestly, when you're in the same ballpark as Jokic and LeBron, you're definitely doing something right. Because if only if Cade had a better team around him in Detroit, and if this team can learn how to finish games. I mean, if they can learn how to finish games, they could be like the Lions and be damn near unbeatable. Especially considering the Lions haven't lost a fucking Game 6 since September, just for reference. But yeah, some promising signs for the Pistons, but still a long ways to go in this rebuild. Now to the Wings this week, and dear fucking God, the Wings have been fucking horrible this week. The week started off with a game up in Boston against the Bruins on a 2-game road trip. And the game against Boston, the Wings had a 3rd period lead, and then, to no one's surprise, they blew it and lost to the Bruins in overtime. You know, just a very winnable game for Detroit, and they completely blew it in the 3rd period. Even had a lead and just completely collapsed at the end. And then against Ottawa, the Wings once again became Ottawa's bitch. As Ottawa fucking dismantled the Wings and whatever hopes they had. Jesus fucking Christ. We're really becoming Ottawa's bitch now. This is fucking embarrassing. And then to cap it off Saturday with a home game against Colorado. Against a Colorado team that's been struggling with goalie issues, for Christ's sakes. The Wings couldn't even get more than 1 goal. And losing a low-scoring game to the Avalanche 2-1. And now the Wings continue to fall further out of contention in the Eastern Conference playoff race. As the Wings have now went on to a 5-game losing streak. I should also mention this losing streak is with a healthy Dylan Larkin. I know the Waynes, last year the Waynes had 2 similar slides like this when Larkin went down. This time the Waynes have Larkin, so there's no fucking excuse for this. Now, especially a lot of the free agent acquisitions have struggled all throughout the early parts of the season, like Tarasenko and Patrick Kane have struggled. I know Kane's been injured, but still, even when he's healthy, he's still struggled. And so far, the only saving grace right now for the Waynes is Lucas Raymond. And the Brinkat's been pretty hit or miss. And Larkin's just Larkin. But yeah, just, pretty embarrassing time. The fact that Derek Lalonde's key card still works in the 3-1-3 is still fucking surprising. Like, Steve Eisman's really testing the loyalty of Waynes fans for sure. Or the Waynes organization in general. I mean, we've already seen with the franchise before in this era what loyalty has gone to Waynes before. We saw in the mid-2010s when they tried to keep that playoff streak alive. Loyalty just got the Waynes a one-way ticket to hell. Like, at this point, if you're not going to fire Derek Lalonde, then the Waynes need to make a trade again, an acquisition. They need to make a splash, do something to try and salvage this season. Since the Waynes are falling further below 500, on a 5-game slide. Usually these type of slides is usually what leads to a coach getting fired. And the worst part about a lot of these games in this 5-game losing streak is the majority of these games are very winnable games. And the Waynes just completely took those opportunities to win and flushed them down the toilet. Just like Chris Ilitch flushing everything down the toilet because Ilitch is a fucking moron that has no idea how to run a successful sports team. Like, there was some rumblings about the Waynes possibly making a move because the Waynes were linked in the Jacob Trouba stakes with the Rangers and Trouba officially parting ways on a pretty sour note, as the Waynes were one of the 4 teams in the running for Jacob Trouba, as maybe Trouba would have a change of heart with the Waynes on the no-trade clause, as everything might have seemed lined up, and Trouba seemed like a perfect fit to go straight to Anaheim. Seriously, getting beat out by fucking Anaheim now? God damn it. Now somehow Dashy's gonna come in the comments and rub this in my face, or go on Instagram DM and rub this in my face. God damn it. I would not even be surprised in the slightest if Ilitch once again told Steve Yzerman no. Because Ilitch is a cheap, stupid piece of shit that doesn't know how to run a fucking team. Seriously, Ilitch, why can't you fucking run the Waynes like Sheila Fordham runs the Lions? Yeah, I'm gonna make this very simple, Chris Ilitch. Stay the fuck out of day-to-day operations and let fucking Steve Yzerman cook and do his goddamn job. For fuck's sakes, how goddamn hard is that to do? Just stay out, do nothing like you always fucking do, and stay out of day-to-day operations. God fucking damn it. And for everyone telling the Waynes to go get someone like Trevor Seabrook, yeah, good luck with that. The Waynes will probably have a shot, only for Chris Ilitch to tell Stevie why no. Good luck trying to get Trevor Seabrook. I doubt you will. I'll be fucking surprised if you got somebody like him. The Waynes need to make a fucking splash. But even if Yzerman tries to do his job, Ilitch will just fucking interfere once again like the stupid dumbass that he is. Like, seriously, I wasn't getting it. We need to lock Chris Ilitch in a room with fucking Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, and Sheila Fordham. And so all 3 can rip Chris Ilitch a new asshole and show him how to run run a successful team in Detroit right. Either that or pray to God Sheila fucking buys the Waynes off fucking Chris Ilitch. That might be the only fucking hope. Is if fucking someone is Ilitch sells the team. I'll just say this. Chris Ilitch, if you're not going to give a fuck about the Waynes, then sell the fucking team to somebody that will. Like, sell the fucking team to Sheila Fordham, for Christ's sakes. At least Sheila has shown that she actually gives a fuck about the Lions and wants to win her Super Bowl ring. What does Chris Ilitch want to do? Absolutely nothing, because he already got his cup rings from his daddy. God fucking damn it. And oh yeah, MLB free agency is coming up. I wouldn't be surprised if the Tigers do next to nothing in free agency because of Chris Ilitch once again getting involved in day-to-day operations. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised, especially with the Tariq Skubal contract talks not going that well. Unless someone grows a pair of balls and tells Ilitch to fuck off and let them do their fucking job. Could it happen one day? Maybe, but Yzerman and Scott Harris are too fucking pussy to do their damn jobs. I love Steve Yzerman, but goddamn it, Stevie. Grow some fucking balls and tell Ilitch to fuck off so you can do your goddamn job. It's really hard to grade how good Yzerman's job is, especially with Chris Ilitch in the shadows, meddling in Steve Yzerman's day-to-day affairs. Probably the reason why Yzerman hasn't fired fucking Derek Alone yet to go get someone like a Joe Quenneville or go get Jay Rookcroft from the fucking Sabres. Probably because Ilitch told him no to firing Derek Alone. Would not be surprised if Chris Ilitch is the reason why Derek Alone still has a job. I mean, we can all talk about how Ilitch fucked both Yzerman and Alone over, but even in that situation, you gotta be a good enough coach that can make the absolute most out of stuff. I mean, for fuck's sake, just look at the Lions earlier this week against Green Bay when they had 18 fucking players on IR and still beat the Packers. Like how the Lions defense is held together by glue and duct tape, and they're still winning a bunch of fucking football games, especially winning 11 straight. I know a lot of Wings fans would probably give up a fucking limb or a fucking nut just to go be as close to as successful as the Lions. Another day, another rough Detroit sports week. At least we got the Lions.